launch meeting. Ba-da-ba-bam. Hit that. Join without audio. Click, click, click. Tickety tack tack. All right, mute that. Ba-da-ba. We're good. We are chilling. That man Brad.
Doing nothing, chilling like a villain at the Holiday Inn.
This man Brad looks like he eats cheese string. Head on, boy. String cheese grip, boy.
You don't eat string cheese?
I used to, dude. That was great. I just got to the point where I got so addicted to them that I just ate the whole stick.
Oh, what a savage. You don't even string it, huh? You just bite it.
Yeah, dude, I used to string it, but yeah. Yeah, man, I bite it. I'm a biter, man. There you go. You got what you want.
Animal.
Yeah, I'm an animal, man. We're human beings. Mammals. Come on now. What do you expect, man? Yeah, mammals trying to trade the Bitcoin price action. It's not going to be an easy thing. People just want to punch their monitors and just throw their computers out the window because Bitcoin went down.
Yeah, a lot of people are probably not super happy about this. That's for sure.
Is there a red dot on Market Cipher? I bet there is. It's like, yeah. I mean, I would assume that.
Maybe now, a little bit late.
Would assume that at this point. Eduardo Sanchez, Chappies, Chris B, Island Dan, Tony. Welcome, guys. You guys are great. Nice to have you guys. Thank you for being the first ones here.
Ned, what's up? Chappies, Chris, Island, Tony, Eduardo.
I am going to check the Twitch and see that we are streaming on the Twitch as well. I am going to check the Twitch and see that we are streaming. And we are. I heard myself twice. Okay.
Thing looks like I may have closed a little bit early. Should have just waited for my 32 like I wanted to.
It's D130. You gotta change the title, man. It says 3-point move, bro.
Oh, I didn't change it on the. Let me see. I didn't change it on the Twitch. Can one of you guys go into the Twitch and change it, please? I can't do it from this software interface.
As said, Donald Trump sank Bitcoin today, seeing a 28,000 Bitcoin technical analysis and volume. Yeah, I could see 28 being like the last leg for sure. I think we'll pause maybe around 32, and then if we break that 32, we will probably go to around like 29, 28. I could definitely see that happening for sure. Let's go ahead and get this going early, guys. Let's bang that like button, right? Get the YouTube algorithm working, and start getting this show cracking.
Brad, do you mind if I read? Yeah. Do you mind if I read something off before we go on? I kind of want to give a shout out to some members this morning. The first people that donated. I kind of want to recognize them. I have the list right here. Yeah, guys, we really appreciate the consistency and effort that you guys put into, the stuff we're putting out. We really appreciate you guys, actually wanting to learn about everything that we're teaching you guys. And it's awesome to see everyone come together. But just want to give a quick shout out to Lup 247 Burwell, Patrick, Shork, All Stars, Ian H, Big Blaze, Chum Waffle, Becca B, Otto Torres, Serendipity, Bitbeard, Carl Boyd, Long and Short again, Ian H again, Big Blaze, Burnit 710, Clock Watcher 930, Matt Flint, Tank Emptier, Byron Chapman, and J Red. Thank you so much, guys. You guys all donated this morning. We did not mention about the fact that we had a super chat. Nothing. But you want to give you guys a shout out. You guys are awesome. Exemplary people like you that continue to strive for what you guys want to find in value is why we do what we do. And we want to let you guys be known that because of supporters like you guys, we're able to continue growing at a faster rate than we would have ever grown before because you guys are the ones that we're here for. So I just want to give a great thank you to you guys. And, we're extremely grateful to have amazing community supporters here with us. And we just want to give our thanks.
Yep. And, just to touch on what C130 said, we are really just really happy to have you guys here, to have this community together, and to have everyone just, being supportive of each other. I guess in a lot of other Discord communities in the crypto space, you get a lot of bashing. I don't have any other crypto Discords that I'm in, but there's a lot of fighting bulls, bears, elephants, lions, shit like that. So, for us, we're just all trying to help each other, make money. So no fighting in here. So
And that's the best part. We help each other out, and that's awesome, guys. We could have never built anything like this without you guys. But yeah, we're gonna get into some technicals here with TPO. Bitcoin Brad has a lot of good stuff that he wants to share today.
So the first thing that I want to go over today, right, is our initial drop, right? I know a lot of people probably thought it was an unpopular opinion, I guess. And so here's what I saw, right? And this is as this is forming, right? Because we just opened this A period. We took the short, was like 35, I think it was like 3/8 something. Let's see. It was 35,389. So the trade was right 35. It was like right here, right? This is where we got in the trade, right before we broke this low of A, right? Um, and so what I saw is we came down, we had like a nice little pop. We ran some stops to the B. We didn't break above this J. And that's kind of telling us right there, right, that if we had actual support or actual buyers in the market, then we would have either ran the stops during this period or ran the stops during this period and at least got up to here, right, to where you have a lot of consolidation based off of like previous market structure, right? We had the G high, the H high, and the I high all right in the same spot. So that's going to show a little bit of resistance right there for sure because there's a lot of people, sellers that are going to defend their position up there. But we could, we could barely get up there. Hang on, I got to turn this off real quick. I hate initial balance. Where's that? Okay. And so we see B fail up there. It comes down, it can't break A. C opens up right here. It goes up a couple of ticks, and you can just tell that, that's it right there. And then as we're looking at the delta, I mean, the point of control was up here. When when C came down, it came down to about like right here at this, right where my entry was at, and it just sat for a second, right? It just sat, and then it bounced up to see if any buyers were going to come. A bunch of buyers jumped in, right? And they got trapped hard. And this is where you see this 2.3 million buys. All these buyers jumped in right there, boom, to try to take this thing up. And there was a seller just waiting, just lurking in the midst, right? Price came down like this hard, paused again. This is where we got our limits at. And then it jerked down like this. And then it slowly started creeping back up. And then, then eventually it just, basically just sold, sold hard and fast. I think um, I posted at 1:46 p.m. Pacific time that I am short here. And then at 1:49, I posted, well, that went quick because we had already hit both of the profit targets that I posted. And then I said, just let it run, let this thing go, because it looks like it wants the juice, right? And as you can see, like on the way down, there's really no buying, right? This is where that initial push down was, and there was a bunch of people buying, and then a little bit of buying here, right? A little bit of buying here, some buying here, and that's probably because people were trying to buy the D break into the C. But the reason I didn't close as well is if we look at this. As we're ranging, you can see that we're just getting lower, right? We are making, sometimes higher, but we're just getting lower, getting lower. And then as we get to here, to this F period, you can still see like there's just no buying going on, right? No buying. There's some buying right here, which is where we paused initially right before we decided to sell off. But there was just no buying at all, right? We're starting to see a little bit of buying down here. We got 4.1, 1.3. Some people trying to buy down here, but there was really just no buying at all today. And so that's one thing that you guys have got to notice, right? And one thing that I think that you guys have been given a disadvantage as far as it comes from kind of growing up as traders in the crypto environment, because most people are almost trained to buy dips, right? They're like, okay, this is the bottom, right? Because and I see it all the time. Everyone's always asking me, is this a good spot to go long? Is this a good spot to go long? But no one's ever asking me, should we short, right? Everyone's just kind of almost always looking to go long. And I mean, I understand, it's nice when it goes up, but it's it's also, you got to be able to play the game both ways. We're not looking, like someone asked me, is it a bull market? Is the bull market over in Bitcoin? I have no idea. I just don't really concern myself with that kind of stuff because it doesn't really matter, right? It's good to know the trend, right? So you need to know, like, hey, there's a lot of buyers out in the market. So, if you're going to take a short, it needs to be quick, right? Um, but also, if you're so focused on it's a bull market on a down day, you're gonna be, buying every dip thinking that it's a bull market and it's gonna go up, and for those of you that have smaller accounts, how long until you get liquidated, or depending upon how you set up your trade, how long until you get liquidated, it's just not a good thing to do. I know a lot of people missed the trade today because it happened. I mean, it happened quick. I posted it, and then about a couple of minutes after, um, we kind of sold off. Somebody said that Trump said something, but that Trump tweet came out um, early in the morning. That Trump tweet came out at like, I mean, it came out while we were on the Bang and Bitcoin morning review, where we took this short um, initially, right here, where we took this little short in the morning during Bang and Bitcoin, right? And then we had this little consolidation, tried to pop, and then caught that nice little drop, right? Um, Project says this new EXO template. So this is a template that one of our members designed, Chappies. It is posted in the templates section in the Discord. If you want to just jump in there and snag it, just jump in there and snag it. And so this today was kind of like a perfect indication. And like I said, I'm not here to rag on anybody or kind of say um, that I'm better than the indicator. But what I'm here to tell you guys is that you can be better than any indicator because you can see the price action as it's happening, whereas the indicators are lagging behind price, and so they are playing catch up with you and with your eyes, right? So if we go to here, which is um, I don't have market cipher, but this is like the market cipher-ish indicator. C130, you could pull up yours and see if it looks the same. It probably does.
I got you.
And so what happened is, I mean, we could look on every time frame. I already did. But you get this green dot because the market maker just popped up the market to trap a bunch of people thinking that we're going to break out, right? We ran a couple of stops. Everyone started FOMOing long because, like I said, in the crypto community, you guys are almost trained to try to long off of a low, right? Because you want to hit like everyone in the crypto community is so wanting to be in a trade all the time. And like I tell you guys all the time, we don't need to be in a trade all the time, right? 20% of your time is spent in a trade, 80% of your time is spent watching for a trade setup. So as soon as you get out of a short, you don't need to look for a long because you're not short anymore, so you must go long. You need to spin around, grab your fidget spinner, spin it, start spinning it, take a walk, get something to drink, do something that's going to distract you for a second, so you're not just so focused on this, right? But so if you're watching this with your eyes, right, and you'd have to kind of imagine that this price action isn't here yet, but this green dot pops up during this bar, right? This bar opens up, it runs these stops to the top, but it doesn't clear this top, but we got a green dot, right? And a lot of people are longing off lows, like I've said, and so they're buying this, buying this, buying this. and all that's happening is just, we're just getting smacked. And the green dot, like I know it's on this bar, and so people will say, even in videos, they'll say, "Oh, I bought on the bottom of the bar because that's where the green dot's at." If you and I mean those of you that have Market Cipher or this Fu Manchu is free, the green dot doesn't form right away. Sometimes it forms intra bar while the bar is forming, but sometimes it doesn't form till the bar closes, and it disappears back and forth depending upon the price action. So you can't really say that that's where you would have got in. So a lot of people will say, "Oh, I got the red dot here. That's why I shorted." And I shorted right here because I shorted the top because I'm the best that there is, right? But that's just not how it works. But you guys that are in the Discord that are focused and, taking in everything that I'm trying to teach you guys, you notice this stuff because we're watching the internals of the market. We know where the market wants to go. We know that longing off of a low underneath of the VWAP into a no volume zone is not a good idea, right? Not a good idea. If we're going to take a long, we need to break this structure right here. This is where we want to get long, above this. And we want to aim for our first target to be the VWAP and our second target to be the break of, this upper structure. Right? And then maybe a runner to the highs. That's how we are trading here in this Discord. All right, so we're not getting stuck in any of this. I know a couple of people went long. I saw a couple of new names today that were in the Discord that were kind of trying to figure out what what they were doing, or what they should do now that they were kind of stuck in a long. And this is an important thing, right? So if you don't trade with a stop loss, and that's another thing about the crypto community is you guys are kind of almost trained to not trade with a stop loss because your boy Crypto Face doesn't use a stop loss. Well, his account is it's a fairly large account, so he doesn't really need to. If he takes a $300,000 loss, it's probably not that big of a deal for him. But if it is, I mean, and maybe it is, I don't know anything about him, but for me, $300,000, like even if I'm, a billionaire, I'm not trying to lose that money. I'm sure it's not much to a billionaire, but still, the reason that billionaires and millionaires have that kind of money is because they don't gamble it, right? That's just a fact. And so, we are not getting faked out like this in our Discord anymore, right? We know better. We wait for this structure here to break, and that's where we try along, or wait for this structure up here to break, and that's where we try along. We're trying to get these tops if we're taking along, right? This is not a longing spot, right? Because we're at the low.
You mind if I add something?
Yeah.
It's kind of like you said, man. It's crazy because our Discord's like the only Discord that you can be in where people will be like, "Hey, it looks like we're about to run some stops below 35, 400 or something, and everyone jumps in there like, they all know what running the stops mean at this point. We all use it. It's our verbiage, running the stops, and everyone, it kind of clicks together. And, we're giving these people very good market insight with the way you're trading. They can actually see it's like Lego pieces plugging together, It's like, okay, this makes sense. This is what's going to happen next logically based off of the market fundamentals that we've been going over on YouTube.
Right. And we're just simply trading, the price action, seeing how price is interacting with certain levels and trading the structure, right? We're not trying to long, and try to capture an entire move. Even if we just capture, a couple hundred points, that's that works. Oh no, Mr. Obvious, I don't use Market Cipher. That's that Fu Manchu. I put it on there so I could show you guys the dot. You could watch the other streams if you want.
That's that Market Cipher from New York.
What's that? The ghetto version?
The ghetto version, yeah.
Yeah, no, I just put it on there so you guys can see it because I don't have Market Cipher. So because I think a lot of people, what happened today, because I jumped on YouTube when the big fall was happening, and a lot of people were, saying in the chats that they were, they were pretty down. So, the chart that I trade on actually looks like this. This is our TTV chart, the TradeVet's actual official chart. Um, so this is what the chart that I trade on looks like.
It's
I'm
the
just
Matrix.
using, yeah, this is the matrix. This is what it looks like when you take the red pill. Um, well, I'm just using this for a reference, and then exo charts because it's a lot more affordable than NinjaTrader. Yeah, and Market Cipher does work. It just it without understanding how it works and understanding how momentum works because it's a momentum indicator. It's made to trade with momentum. It's it's not gonna work, right? That's why so many people have been losing money lately because they've just been following market cipher because the market's basically just been going straight up or straight down, and now that we're in a ranging market, it's it's roughing a couple of people up for sure. Um, let's see.
My computer's
If we can,
fucking.
let's go ahead and bang that like button, right? Um, yeah, that way we can get to that 100x indicator. The 100 likes on the video gives us that 100x leverage
Oh
trade.
yeah, guys, definitely. If we have a guy in our Discord, right? If we hit 100 likes, he definitely goes and I don't advise this, but this hypes him up. We know him. His name is Midnight. He calls it the TTV 100x indicator. If we hit that 100 likes, we hit that 100x indicator, bro. We're good. Don't do that though. That's just what he
Is it,
does.
is it your first day over here in the chat, Mr. Obvious? I heard that scared money doesn't make any money at all. Yeah, but scared money doesn't lose money either. Um, so like I always tell everyone, you don't want to just FOMO in just because I post a trade, like I said, I'm human. I can be wrong. I've been wrong before. But today it just kind of gave us like a perfect little setup, and that's where we decided, all right, uh, the time is now, right? You had that moment where Mr. Smith kicked you across the room, and you turned back towards him, and you shook off that dust, and then you're like starting to believe, right? You swallowed the red pill. You're in the matrix with me now, and this is how we're nailing these trades. And if you go back in the Discord, you could check the times. Everything's time stamped. This is actually our ninth at least 1,000 point move in the past 6 days. That's been called out live. This one you had to be a little bit quicker because you only had about 3 or 4 minutes before the drop actually happened. Um, but yeah, he said just got in. What a fucking dump.
Yeah, for real.
Mr. Obvious, your first time. Well, welcome. Welcome to the community. We've got a bunch of great people here. Jump in the Discord. The Discord is posted under the video, and check it out. Check out the community and see what you think. We have a bunch of really great people here that they all right, I'll just uh um
Brandon, you funny.
yeah. Um so we have a bunch of great people in here that if you'd want to check it out, definitely jump in and check it out.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, the Discord's a good place where everyone can be family. It's honestly, I like to call it our crypto home. It's kind of weird because you can just tell that it's just a fun place to be in. And, even, being one of the founders of the Discord, it kind of just throws me off how calm it is in there, how peaceful, and how everyone's really just looking to find ways to help each other out. No reason to go in there and have this whole like bear versus bull scenario. We kind of just see both sides of the market and we try to come into a collective decision. So if you guys aren't in the Discord, consider just checking it out first and see what you think. And if you don't like it, then don't stay in it. But I promise you, there's going to be a lot of great people in there that would love to share some thoughts with you that would get a lot of value from how you see the market.
Oh, you joined? That's awesome, man. Well, definitely jump in there. I don't know what your trading experience is, but we're pretty active under the TPO Bitcoin trading room. Jump in there, introduce yourself. Everyone will say what's up, and we'll kind of just show you the ropes. And if If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. No harm, no foul. We're just here trying to help people out. Basically like what I like to do with the community is I'm just trying to teach people how to earn enough money to survive, right? To make a daily living. That's what our goal here is, right? We start small. A lot of people start small. But the goal, I think the long-term goal for a lot of our community members is to get up to about $500 a day. And once they get up to that $500 a day, that's 125K a year. That's a pretty good living. You know what I mean? So that's that's my goal for everybody is to just help them earn, enough income to live, right? To take control of what they want to do, to be able to, if they want to go to the
The
pool
next
with their
level.
kids, or if they want to do whatever. I mean, that's the whole plan, right? It's like they can get on the computer for a couple of hours, make their money, and then enjoy the rest of their life. Um, Everything. So, it's
That's
awesome.
that's the motto, guys. And for everyone that's new here, we have a lot of people today. I am C130, and we have the guy with the deep voice. His name is Bitcoin Brad. And together, we all came together. We also have 3 a.m. Trader in the chat. He's also part of the team, guys. We're the trade vets. And if you guys see 3 a.m. Trader and you're new, he's not just some random mod typing stuff in. He's legitimately trying to help you guys out, and he knows a lot of the stuff that we are teaching on here. So he can act as a medium. If none of your guys' questions reach me or Bitcoin Brad, he will definitely be able to help you guys out. But guys, we are the trade vets. We're here to help you guys out with everything that you need financially related, and we are willing to put forth the time to show you guys how that's done, right? We're specifying more in the crypto space, and we're going to expand to traditional things, right? Again, nothing that you see on the internet is ever going to be financial advice, but the stuff that we give you here is going to be some stuff that may or may not help you out depending on how you take it, but I can guarantee you that you guys will get value from it. So check it out, right? Check out the Discord. A lot of value there, a lot of value everywhere, and we are here to help, guys.
Yep. Starting to get exocharts, still got a lot to learn. Prodigy, yeah, definitely. 125K a year, yeah. Zoro, did you make an entry during this dip? Yes, I did. And then I posted it live in the Discord, and then like before the actual big fall is when I made the announcement. It was quick. You had to be. I posted about 3 minutes before we actually dipped. But it was a lot of people jumped in on it in the Discord, and it was really cool because we all got to make money together, and that's the whole point of our team. So
That's the best kind of team.
exactly.
Yeah.
What are the letters of each candle? Is it the other way to track range? So the letters of each candle, right? And the reason for this software, it doesn't have the ability to give you an open on these bars, because that's what I like to see is where the open is at. But so each letter just represents one 30-minute bar, right? And this is how market makers trade. For those of you guys that are new, this is exactly how market makers trade. This is what their screens look like. If on any trade desk anywhere, there's a 30-minute chart on their trade desk for sure, right? If you look up here, we're trying to fill some singles. And so basically what happens is, because of how they trade, you're going to see nice stop runs, right? And that's kind of what we look for in this Discord, is we look to target these stop runs. And how we've explained it before, if a whale comes above the water and starts to ride a wave, you just grab onto the fin, ride the wave, and then let go of the fin and jump off before the whale goes back underwater, because we know we can't breathe underwater, right? And especially a lot of people in our community, they have smaller accounts, and that's what we're trying to do, is just make these small gains for you guys every single day. That way, you can build up to that $500 a day, and you're getting on your computer for a couple of minutes or a couple of hours, and making your money, and then calling it a day, going to the beach, going wherever you want to go, right? The bar, wherever it is, right? If you're in Australia, right, maybe discover the center of that island, find something new, and then get yourself in a book, right? Because I'm sure there's a bunch of shit in there that's just never been uh, discovered.
I do not doubt it, bro. That place is freaking wild.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the Discord link, yeah, there it is right there. Just click on that and then make sure you verify. When you verify, you got to take the red pill. We have kind of like a little matrixy thing going on, where we, we look inside of what's actually happening in the bars, not just at the bars. And what this is telling us is where people are hiding their stops, right? So we know that people have their stops under here. We know they have their stops under here. So if this thing trades down, it's going to get a little juice. We know their stops under here. It could cause a little bit more of a spill, right? We have these single prints right here. And if we start to press through this could cause a liquidation. And so what's going to happen is all these people that were shorting on the way down are going to start buying back their position. And what that's going to do is going to give fuel to the fire that's going to cause us to start to run up faster, right? And then there's going to be a bunch of stops up here hiding at the top of this bar, right? Hiding at the top of E, hiding in the top of C, right? And so that's what's happening with these single prints, because what happens is when we start to break out or down, I guess this one is, right? You had all these stops here, stops here, stops here. F started breaking all of these. And what happens is people are piling in, piling in, piling in, piling in. And then as price is moving down, people are taking some profit, taking some profit. And then as more buyers are actually stepping in, we start chewing into these single prints. All of these people that sold are selling the rest of what they have, for break even, or, a little bit of profit or whatever they're doing. That way they can get out of the trade in case the trade reverses, right? This is how smart people trade. Um, if you look at a momentum indicator, I mean, I honestly don't even know how to read this thing, so I can't really tell you guys. But it says that it's a red dot. Oh, that's on that bar. Yeah, I don't know. So the momentum indicator that I like to use, like I've talked about in the other streams, is the stochastic RSI. This one is a good one. And so you can see that the momentum is kind of flat right now, right? It is on the low end, but it is fairly flat. You're not really getting, much of a breakout, and we can see that we're not really chewing into these singles. But what we can see if we zoom in right here, get nice and close, is if some buyers step in right here, and we can watch over here, let's see that this is where price is at. So we are seeing some buyers. Notice how this number is going down. This delta is going down. And so we are seeing some buyers step in. And so if buyers keep stepping in, what's going to happen, and sellers are stepping in as well, but look at this. Now we're at positive, right? And there was a big seller right there. Did you guys see that? How we were at 300, then we jumped down to 128. Look at that, back to 190. So there is a big seller right here. Someone's defending their position up here, right? And that's what that's telling us. And that's something that you can't see anywhere else except for on a footprint chart, right? This is what you're looking for on the footprint chart, because you're able to see inside the matrix, as I say, right? You've been unplugged and you can see what market makers are looking at, because this is what market makers are doing. Market makers are bringing price to a certain area, building a position, and then moving the position up or down depending upon where they buy, and then selling it all. And they're trying to get, people to FOMO, people to chase them. And that's how they get people trapped, right? It doesn't look like, I mean, it looks like a pretty decently fair auction down here. So I don't see a lot of trap shorts down here. Because, I mean, after such a significant move, you're not going to see a lot of trap shorts, just because, it doesn't, it's typically, people they're like too afraid to FOMO, you know what I mean? Um, right here, it does kind of look like people started smacking the bid, right? And couldn't get the price to go down, which is why those stops got run. They had just a nice little liquidation, but then more sellers came in, defended these highs, and then we just, sold off again. But look, now this is at 500, just that same price. So remember, it was at 300, it dropped down to like 180. Now it's back up at 500. So we'll look to see if these buyers are going to keep buying into this, where all this selling happened. Look, these are all negative delta. You have a little bit of positive delta. That's probably profit taking. You had some people try to buy this on the way down, right? That's what they call catching a falling knife, right? And then we start to move back up. And so look, there's this is that spot we moved down, and you're starting to see some sellers chase the price down, because there was somebody selling here. We saw it because the price kept jumping down. This delta kept jumping down, and now we're seeing some more delta get added, negative delta get added down here. So someone is trying to sell this down, trying to defend these single prints. But it's just gonna, we just have to watch the price action and find out, are they going to be able to have enough supply in the market in order to be able to keep pushing this thing down, or is the supply running dry, and now we're gonna pop up, right? And we have a pretty big double distribution as well. So if we go to like the actual matrix chart, we have this distribution. Let me see what this.
Guys, you can check out the link I'm posting here in the Discord. It has the TPO basics for how to utilize these charts that Brad's using. He made a video, and it's that link that I'm sending. So if you guys want to understand the basics, check that out. Also, guys, 3AM Trader posted the Instagram link in there for our website, or the Instagram site that we have. So check out the Instagram site. There is a opportunity for you guys to win 1 seat out of 20 to be able to be in a live session with Bitcoin Brad, and we can go over any questions that you guys may have. They don't have to be exclusive to the class, but it's a good opportunity. Just follow the instructions there, and it's just a simple like gets you in. And if you want bonus points, there's bonus points on there that you can do, like liking TikTok or our any of our other socials on there. So just do that, guys, and we look forward to seeing you in that potential session.
Yeah, and one thing that I was talking with 3AM about today, and he's kind of the one that's managing all of that stuff, and he gave me the go ahead. So if we get to 500, what is it on Instagram? Likes or follows?
Yeah, follows.
If we get to 500 followers on Instagram within the next 24 hours, we're gonna bump the seats up to 30 seats, right? So it'll give you a little bit of an extra chance, and 3AM's giving you guys a ton of opportunities to get like extra seats and all that stuff too. So definitely take advantage of that. It's going to be some good training, and then after, we are going to open up the mics. I'd love to, if you guys have webcams and stuff, we can get to know each other on a personal level. I'm not going to be hiding my face or anything. I don't have anything to hide, you guys, right? I'm here showing you exactly how to do it. The big thing, like I preach, is the psychology behind it. The ability and the reason that I'm able to stay so calm is just from practice, and you just have to understand that it's not going to happen today, it's not going to happen tomorrow, but it will happen if you continue to work on it, and that's gonna help you. Xavier says, any reason why the delta volume? I just like the delta volume because it's kind of showing me more of an inside look. You could switch it to volume, right? If we switch it to volume, it'll look like this. And for me, that's not really doing anything for me, right? I see that there's a lot of volume here, but I can't really tell who. Oh, that's dinner. What am I doing? Oh yeah, so that's volume. So that's kind of just telling me that there is a lot of volume right here. So there's a lot of trades going on, but I can't really tell who. I know there's like a mix. You can have both. There is a percentage. So you can see like 2.4%, 2.9% of the volume is done in this part of the bar. You can see delta percent, right? 3.3%. For me, I just like to see just the flat out delta. And that's, it's just a personal preference for me. Just depends on kind of what you want. Any reason why the volume delta on F and not the most recent TPO? It's because the coding is not set up perfectly. Once they do, like I've sent them an email about a couple of things that would be cool if they fixed for you guys. Once they do, they hopefully it'll be over here on the edge. That's the long-term goal.
Andy says, I need to get makeup and my hair done in case we win the golden ticket. Love it, Brad, and C137 and 3AM.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Andes. Thank you. Thank you.
Andy's, we want to see your real face, man. We don't want to see that faked up, caked up, stuff, man. We want to see the real deal. So, just come as you are, man. Like I said, or like Brad said, we're not hiding anything, man. We want to see everybody, get to know everybody. So if you guys are there, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. All right.
Much love.
What are my thoughts on the Lux algo? Um, let's see here. So I've designed a couple of algos that are profitable, um, like year over year profitable, and that's a key. The Lux algo, it looks like, let's see. It just depends on what it's based off of. Okay, so I've seen this on, somebody runs their YouTube basically all day, kind of running their Lux algo or whatever Lux algo that they paid for. Um, and it's based off of, indicators, right? Things that you get to pick. So in my experience, things that are based off of indicators and indicators are lagging to price, there's gonna be a tough uh possibility for them to be consistently profitable, right? Um, Not saying that they can't be profitable, but I'm saying a lot of those things they are cherry picked, I guess you could say, and then posted on the websites, and that is what shows that's what they show and kind of market as far as what why you should get that indicator or why you should get that algo and things like that. Is that really where the oops, is that really where the view up's at?
On the right there. It's about to smack it. I saw a question on here. Where's it at?
Yeah, that was 3 a.m. talking. He popped on. He misses you guys.
Oh, that's what it is. Alex, my name isn't on the list. I entered several days ago. Yeah, so the list, we're updating it. Yeah, you're in there. We're updating it. I think 3 a.m. is posting another one with some of the updates. Everything's not going to be updated immediately. And there's a lot of data we have to swift through, but you'll be good. Because, I mean, even, like, again, guys, if you guys legitimately don't see your name on there, then just let us know, right? We can fix it. We're going to review everything like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. But, again, right, if you want to see your name on the list, then just let us know. We can fix it if this truly is a genuine mistake.
David said, can we go over the analysis on what we saw in the trade earlier? Yeah. So we were talking about it. So as you see here, we kind of just drifted down. A kind of popped some stops, and that's because if you look at here, we see that we did get some people trying to FOMO to break this L low, some trap shorts. The same thing actually happened. I mean, it was almost the same setup later on in the day too. So A popped these stops, right? Couldn't break the K, but then B opened up, and then pushed up, but B came right to the low of J and couldn't pop up. And so if we're looking at it as from like a market structure point of view, we see that we have, these three kind of at the top, right? And then, the bottom of our market structure is going to be here. And it couldn't even get past this J high. And that's kind of telling us that, the buyers are not very strong. And so we came down here and price paused right here. I know this is kind of repeating, but some people may have missed it. So price kind of paused like right here, right? And then price came back up, and then there's a big buyer somewhere in here that was trying to push this price up. But there was probably what they call an iceberg order, right? There was a seller just kind of lurking in the midst. And if you see, yeah, right here, so there's a 1.1 million and a 2.3 million, right? And price didn't go up. So if you see heavy buying like that and price is not going in the direction that that's happening, right? So if there's heavy buying and price is not going up, that's probably a sign. And the same thing with selling. If there's heavy selling and price is not going down, then that's probably a sign that price is going to reverse, right? And so price came back down to right here, and it paused for a second, and you saw a little bit of buying. This is when I posted. I said, hey, I'm short. Almost as fast as I could type it, and I started typing the targets. And then it just started dropping. And if we look through here, there's pretty much no buying. It looks like somebody tried to buy a little bit of a dip, right? And they bag held, probably got closed out back here. But it's just all selling, right? All the way down, selling, 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 selling. Then we get down to this D period, and we got a pretty normal auction, right? We have a lot of trapped sellers down here, right at the lows of I, which is why when A period opened up, and this is the Asia Open, how they love to run stops on the open, they popped up, and what could they not do? They couldn't even get back up to, right, our new market structure, right? So we came down, we put in a new market structure, right? The bottom of the structures here. But you can see, these are pretty balanced areas. We came up, we couldn't even get, close to the point of control, close to that market structure. A decided to run the stops of I, but still couldn't get up to that point of control. And, that's where we decided, if you're still in the short, it's safe to stay. And then if you're not in the short, it might be time to start looking into it, right? You had your chance right here. It came above the VWAP. C came back up, couldn't take the top of A. That's letting you know there's not strong buying in the market. It comes back down to the point of control, and then F doesn't even tick up. F period literally opened and just went straight down. So if you were already in the trade, or if you took the trade, as we broke the VWAP, that was a good trade. And then if you come down here, we have a pretty balanced auction. So there's not really a lot of trapped sellers right here. So it looks like people took profit on the way down, especially on this second downfall. At least to me, it looks like they are taking a little bit of profit. What is the F hash? What was that? The hashtag? Boots, what are you talking about? Oh, it's just the candle. Oh, okay. Yeah. So the candle is, these letters are representing a candle. That's why I have these candles on the side for you guys. So for me, I don't have that kind of stuff like on my chart. I just don't.
Oh, I see what he's saying. He's talking about I think the volume inside the bars where it says F, and then it has like the numbers in there on that candle, where it says value 32,000.
Okay, yeah. So it's just because this is not coded properly to put this over here on the edge where it should be. And then if you try to add it with like one of these, it just doesn't work well. So that's why it's like that.
Also,
would that be Pac-Man puking downwards, unlike Pac-Man at the bottom eating up the sellers?
It's that red pill, bro.
That's what we were talking about how Pac-Man just likes to absorb.
Just be killing those ghosts, bro.
From your experience, how it looks when a flash dump, like example price 5 to 10 or 5K in 10 minutes, then is backing up, is something what is happening with Delta before. So yesterday, I think it was yesterday, maybe the other day, we caught a nice little short, or we caught a nice long actually, because you saw price puke and then instantly came right back. We didn't see that today, right? When we broke levels, we started breaking levels. So people really started selling. So that's one thing to watch as well. Did I cut you off, C130? Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. I was going to say, we have a good amount of viewers. I just want to shout out these people again, right? Because maybe they're in the chat now, and we want to show our appreciation to you guys. The names I'm about to read out, guys, are the supporters this morning who just, we didn't announce anything, just went ahead and started, just donating. And to us, it shows us a lot of effort and a lot of desire from their end to be able to fully understand the markets. And it's more of a gesture of, saying, hey, like, we're serious, we like your guys' content. And for us to just even have one of you guys do that, it really means a lot to us. And we want these people to be recognized because, again, you guys are awesome and you guys are great and you help us, continue to grow. So we have Loop 247 Burwell, Patrick Shork, All Stars, Ian H, Big Blaze, Chum Waffle, Becca B, Otto Torres, Serendipity, Bitbeard, Carl Boyd, Long and Short, Ian H, Big Blaze, Burnit 710, Clock Watcher 930, Matt Flint, Tank Emptier, Byron Chapman, and J Red. Thank you guys so much for the donations in the morning that we did in the stream this morning. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. All of the proceeds, everything goes straight back into the Citadel. It goes straight back into improving the things we have to put out, and it goes straight back into giving you guys more value into everything that you guys need, because that's what we're here for. We're here for maximizing the value potential of everything. We want to allow you guys to think a different way. Instead of saying this may not be a good or a bad buy, it's rather this is a bad buy now, but could be a good one in a little bit, you know, instead of fully shutting down any possibilities. And we want to give you guys these red pills. So again, guys, thank you so much for donating. It's going to go straight back into the infrastructure. And we really appreciate your guys' help for allowing us to be able to grow as fast as we are and for moving on. And just wanted to give a huge shout out to the people who donated this morning. You guys are the best. Thank you guys.
Yeah, it looks like we just ran some stops. So what we'll do here, right, is to look to see if sellers are going to defend the VWAP. That's typically where sellers will try to defend. And then they'll also try to defend a position called halfback, which is going to be half of F, which is, here I could tell you where it's at. Let me look at my other chart. Half of F is, where is this? Okay, looks like we're past halfback. So let's just see if they try to defend the VWAP.
Clay Farnett, hey at C130, did you have a chance to watch Wisdom Bytes' new TA video? Oh, I didn't know he posted one. I'm subscribed to him. I'm gonna have to check it out. I was watching one of his videos. It was like 40 minutes long, dude. I watched the whole thing. Super insightful. It's a very smart, you know, fellow. You know, he's you know, he looks like he has a lot of experience in life too. You know, it's just a lot of people that age aren't really looking into Bitcoin, so he's smart for that one.
Now, Carl, if your VWAP is a lot lower, refresh your page. For some reason, there's a bug with the VWAP on ExoCharts that sometimes it will be like, you know, like right on the bars. So just, you know, restart your page. Kyle, you can look up, if you type in like James Dalton or Jim Dalton to YouTube, you know, he kind of came up with the TPO and the market profile, and he's really old. He's used to teaching to traders that know how to trade, so sometimes it's hard for new people to learn from him, but you know, he's a really smart dude. He has some paid courses, you know, they're super expensive, but you know, there's some old videos out there. Amy Sorensen, single prints, yeah. At the current point, which criteria do you want to see to enter her long? Right, question of every day. For me, if I'm looking for a long, right, I'd like to see us come up above this structure. So we have our structure here. You know, we have our structure here and our structure low here. So I'd like to see us come above the structure and then, you know, maybe put some rotations in and then go for a nice breakout and then maybe try to catch that on the break of these, right? Or maybe the break of E, right? Try to get in there a little bit early, you know, and of course your stop is going to be tight. Your stop's going to be right here. So, you know, let's say price comes up to here, it's going to pause, especially after hours like this, low volume. You're going to get a chance to get in right here with a limit order, right? Always recommend limit orders. And from there, your stop is going to go here. So you're getting in, let's say 338, your stop is 335. So you're risking 300 points. You know, you're going to take a little bit off the top. You know, right here at about 150 points, and then you start targeting these tops over here. So your second target would probably be about 500 points up, and then from there, let me get rid of these drawings. And from there, start targeting these Ds and then these single prints and Cs, right? And we were talking about that in the Discord too. That, you know, someone said if you look on the bright side, there is a lot of juicy single prints to the upside that we can eat into, and try to run them on the way up.
You have a question that I actually I find kind of interesting. So this one is more for you, Brad, but I kind of want to answer it. So no credits left said, "Hey team, I saw some of you guys on Traders Realty's channel today as he was explaining the move. Do you guys agree with this don't trade on Mondays approach, or are you confident in market structure?" You mind if I get that one, Brad? I know you specialize with market structure, but I want you guys to know, right? Brad obviously knows this more than I do, but from the way that we're trying to put it on the channel, think of it like this, right? If there's a dam, right? You have a dam and you have a stream of water. You have a constant flow of momentum. You have a stream of water hitting the dam at a set rate, and it's constant and it's fixed. And you're able to see that as a human. You see that stream of water and you see that dam, right? You see that layer of resistance on that area. Let's say that entire dam were to collapse, right? What's going to happen to the water, right? You don't have to think much to say, okay, well, the water's going to increase in speed and just flow out of the dam and just go into wherever it's going, right? Well, it's the same thing with market structure. It allows you to see the flow of momentum, to see the stream, and to see the obstacles and the blockades that are ahead. And it becomes more of a strategic planning and risk management game than it does having to bounce off of support or resistance or look at these indicators. And you just have a natural feel for where everything is. Then that way, every time you add an indicator, if you choose to go that route, it becomes that much more powerful because your market structure principles will never change and will be a constant. So, that's how I would put it, Brad can give you more insight though.
For me, I just, I mean, I don't disagree with not trading Mondays. It's just everyone has like their own style. For me, I just, wait for setups. Monday typically tends to be the day that a lot of big institutional money builds their position. So there tends to be a lot of head fakes, a lot of, step back threes, a lot of jab steps and then drives to the hole, right? So, those are basketball references for you Australians. I know you guys don't know about basketball, but I'm just kidding. You guys know how I like to mess around.
Australia's dangerous, man.
But so, they play the manliest sport of all, rugby.
Oh, dude, fuck that. I cannot play that shit.
Yeah.
I'll die.
Yeah, you would die. You'd be dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd be done. I'd be done, buddy.
Yeah, you'd get smashed.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so like I think that's probably a decent reason why people don't like to trade on Mondays. Kind of like in the traditional market, we don't really like to trade on Fridays, right? Because typically Fridays tend to be a little bit slower, and there is a lot of like mixed signals that you get where typically your trading strategy would work, but for some reason or another, it just doesn't work on Fridays. So Vito Nazo said, can you explain the chart? So basically the chart in its simplest form, right, is a 15-minute chart, or a 30-minute chart, I mean. So the each bar is representing one 30-minute period. So if I were to click on this other chart that we have up, get rid of this. If we were to click on this other chart, we have all these 30-minute bars here. So if we look at this bar right here, this most recent bar, and we go back to here, it's the same bar. It's just in a form that's free of distractions, free of wicks, free of bodies, free of everything. So you can literally just focus on the bar and how the price is acting at each level. That's what this is all about, is freeing your mind, right? Being able to jump from rooftop to rooftop because your mind is free. Kangaroos play basketball, Andes. Does that make sense? I mean, that's the best way to explain it in the simplest form, is that it's just free of all distractions. I know when you look at it, you kind of think like, what the fuck is that? But it really is just the simplest chart out there. You smash the like on both channels, Clay. Thank you. Yes, we are not financial advisors. But yes, we do this for a living, trade for a living. Go through.
You guys check out the Instagram as well. Get that
Oh yeah,
class.
jump that Instagram. We're running a class, hopefully soon. Um, and it'll be nice to get to know some of you guys more on a personal level. That's kind of why we want to get the Instagram going as well, is because we want to get to know everybody on a more personal level. And it's just nice because we have such a good community here, guys, and all of you guys are just great when it comes to helping other people out. We don't have a lot of trash talk. I mean, we like to mess around, like I said, um, I like to I like to mess around with all the other counterparts because we have such a huge community from all over the world, so we just mess around with like the stereotypes and stuff, right?
Just have fun with it. We're all people.
Right. Well, one of the more experienced traders that's in the Discord, he's French, so we're always, making fun of him for
Please baguettes.
eating baguettes and stuff, right? But yeah, you said you can't wait to have this chart, Jake. Definitely. I mean, it's fairly inexpensive. I think it's about $30 a month, and it's worth it to me 100%. I mean, this is pretty much the only chart that I mean, very similar chart that I look at. I showed you guys the chart that I look at, and I changed the colors for you guys. If those of you guys that were on the morning stream, I know you guys were having a kind of a hard time with the background, I guess, because the background was white and then the symbol was black. So we messed around with the symbol a little bit and kind of made it like a more like a watermark. And then we just follow around this red pill all day, trying to eat it all day, because that's what makes you smart, is eating these red pills, right? And then this chart, my chart labels single prints a little bit different than the other chart, but it's basically the same chart. And if you see the pink circles on my chart, that's where the bar opened. That's kind of like my only issue with exo charts, is that you have no idea where this bar opened. That's why I like to toss these candles on, these open, high, low, close candles, because then you can see that the bar opened right here. Green candles open at the bottom and close at the top. Red candles open at the top, close at the bottom. And our cups of tea. Yeah, Andy. Yeah, me and Andy were joking about that. So I was making a joke about how the British are always drinking tea.
Like LEK wants to play some Fortnite, you guys. I don't know. Or he or she. LEK.
Kyle. That's Kyle backwards.
Is it Kyle?
I'm
an idiot. Sorry, Kyle.
Yeah,
I don't know. Hey, you can beat me in Fortnite, Kyle, but when it comes to Brad and C130, bro, you got some work, bro. You got some work.
Yeah, man. Me and Brad tried to go.
He tried going pro at this before he tried trading stocks with pro. So
yeah, it was a grind.
Tells you how much time. Tell me how much time you put into this. He put that much more into Fortnite before this.
Dude, yeah, it was a grind, man. Fortnite is a grind, bro. Those kids do not play on that.
No, they're serious.
Everyone's trying to, get a piece of the pie, dude. They'll go after whatever they need to win that.
Well, I mean, when I was 13 years old, we didn't even have the internet, so these kids are like MLG. When I was 13, no, when I was 13, there was no internet, bro.
I forget you're 60. Yeah.
There was no internet.
I mean, I know you had dial-up. Don't play me.
I had to be like in the kitchen phone, trying, because we were bored, trying to talk all quiet and be like, yeah, hey, you want to come over? My mom's like, who's that? Like,
they can see out the other phone.
Just hang up real quick. Like, I don't know. Wrong number.
Take the 30-foot cord and bring it to your room.
And the family picks up one of the other house phones. They can hear you on the rest of them.
Yeah, I remember the first game I ever had on the computer was on a DOS program, and it's called Doom, the original Doom, though.
Ooh.
In a sense, it was on DOS. You could kind of hack it, and you could get like God mode and all of these things. And you can get all the guns. So you could just be on the first level of the game and just destroying everybody because you're in God mode.
That's legit.
Someone says, "Can you please explain single prints?" Yeah. So single prints are right here to right here. And so what it is, it's a liquidation, right? So let me move the chart up a little bit so we can kind of see exactly why we got single prints. So we had this market structure back here. We had this market structure back here. So people are buying here, buying. And when we break this B low, they're getting liquidated, right? Or stopped out. And so what happens is price tends to move faster because when you are a buyer, right? So if you bought here you are going to sell here for a loss, right? And that's one thing, so basic supply and demand is anytime you buy something, immediately you become a seller, right? Immediately you become a seller because if you bought it here, you either want to sell it for more or sell it for less, right? I mean, you don't want to sell it for less, but sometimes you have to, right? Unless you want to just, what do you guys call it? Hodl,
Oh yeah, hodl.
forever, right? Which I don't recommend at all, but, um, you know, that's basic supply and demand. So all of these people that are getting long bottom of these bars, what happens is they're getting stopped out or liquidated right here. And so they're turning from a buyer into a seller, which is basically adding fuel onto this fire. Right, here's a little fire for you guys, a little campfire. And that's pushing the price down fast, which causes single prints. And basically all the single prints are showing us is that market structure hasn't traded back into that. So these single prints were all the way down to here, and then H chewed into them a little bit, and then the I period chewed them all the way down to here. And so basically what happens is once we get above these single prints, you probably see a little bit of another liquidation, and that's going to be all the people that were short, getting out of their positions short, right? Someone said, could you explain the delta concept more in depth, please? So the delta concept, so it's not very complicated, right? I know it seems complicated, but you're just looking at the amount of delta at each level. I really wish this thing was on the side, but it's not, because this F is kind of getting in the way. But so, like if we're looking at price right here, right, we're seeing 2 million positive delta. So there's buyers in this area, 2.2 million right above it. So there's people buying in this area, right? You have 6.9 million, so there's 6.6 million. There's buyers in this area down here. And that sellers were down here trying to push this thing down. This does look like a completed auction to me because it's not just all selling. There is some buying down here. So it looks like, pretty decent auction. But you're having some buying going on right here, and that's all it's telling you, right? You can't trade just based off of this. You can't trade just based off of this chart. You need to start to understand market structure and understand how price acts at certain levels, right? And then based off of how price acts at certain levels, then you can decide if we're going to get continuation or if we're going to get a pullback back into structure. Whenever we break structure, there tends to be either responsive buying or responsive selling, depending upon the direction that we break it. And then from there is where you determine, are we going to break out of structure or are we going to come back into structure? Can you explain single prints and buying? Oh, the buying tails I didn't explain. So the buying tails is just like an excess, right? So it's just basically, this is the low of the period and this is how much of a low it is. So typically when you see an excess of more than 2 ticks, that's a pretty healthy auction, right? If it was only 2 ticks, that's going to tell you that some people are trapped down here. But since we have, a pretty healthy auction, this is pretty good. We just had a little bit of excess, this is that one level that I wanted to break from previous. And then, this is that next level. I really wanted to get to this 32, but yeah, what can you do? That's why I closed my trade. I can't remember exactly what I closed out. Close it out somewhere down here just because I didn't want to sit through this. And we're going to stream, so.
Gotta cut it sometimes.
Should have a happy hour stream. Yeah, we should. The only thing is, Otto, is that, everyone is so many different places. I think on Sunday I was drinking beers by the pool and a lot of people are like, I just woke up. Perfect time.
Yeah, right? It's 12 a.m. somewhere or 12 p.m. somewhere.
5 o'clock somewhere. 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Old school Counter-Strike, semi-pro
5
here. I try to get into Fortnite. Definitely see the addictiveness, yeah. Oh, Oregon Trail, long and short? Yeah, I remember that, dude. I used to when you're in school and you're supposed to be on Mavis Beacon and you just tab out, jump onto that Oregon Trail, and your teacher comes over and she's like, "What are you doing?" You're like, "Oh, typing." And she catches you. You guys had that, Ramon, or nah?
For what?
Mavis Beacon?
What is that?
That's a typing program. When I was in school, we used to have to practice typing. We'd all go to the computer lab, and we'd have to practice typing.
We had some weird software, it's like Type to Learn or some weird shit. So some weird stuff. It was pretty much like how they'll have sentences, right? You just type them as fast as you can. That's what we had.
Oh, you said you think you can move the delta to the left?
I'm gonna get a water. I'll be right back.
At the bottom left. I'm not sure how to do it. 0630 in Amsterdam. Perfect time for a beer. Road beer on your way to work. No, I'm just kidding. Don't recommend that at all. Long and short, did you see that? You just click the candle right here. Open, high, low, close. And then you are good to go. Home row keys. Yeah. Oh, we need one more like for the 100 like. Who's gonna be the lucky number 100?
Yo, speaking of likes, right now we are currently at, I think, 294 followers, something like that. So kind of like another 20 people that joined us from the session. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. I'm updating the list right now, so I will post it to the story. I'll also post it to the Discord, so you guys check on it. If you guys don't see your entries there, DM me. We'll get you guys on the list. We're about 200 people away from getting that class, and like Brad said, when we get there in the next 24 hours, we'll have 30 seats in the class. So there's 10 extra seats. There's 10 more ways you guys can get in. Okay.
Hell yeah, and boom, 100 likes. 100. 100. What's good, guys? Smacked. What do you call it? Banged up that like button, destroyed it, you know, kind of.
Got 105. Nailed it.
Roughed it up a little bit. Roughed it up.
We banged that like button, guys. That's awesome.
Yeah, good stuff, guys. I mean, honestly, our like to dislike ratio is insane, and I think it's helping us really, you know, kind of show up on people's recommended feed, and that's what we're going for. If you guys enjoyed the content, you know, so smash the like button, and it only helps out everybody else. At the end of the day, that's really what the community is about. It's true altruism, selflessness, you know, removing yourself from the equation and being in a place where you don't have to worry about whether someone's going to just counter your argument with them saying, no, that's, you know, that's not what's going to happen. It's going to be like, have you considered looking at this? And guarantee you're going to you know, you're going to learn a lot of stuff from there. You guys will learn a lot of stuff. I mean, the people there are just great, you know, super great people. Man, this water is hitting, bro. I just got me a bottle of water. My mouth was so dry. You guys are awesome.
Dyer said so, the 4-wheel analogy, right? So I talk about the 4-wheel analogy as if you're driving a car, right? And try to here we go. So let's say this is our car, right? And here's one of our wheels, you know, here's another wheel. We have the other wheel back here, right? And the other wheel back here. Right. I drew these all by hand, you know, so pretty amazing, I know. But so let's say we're driving on the freeway, right? Or the Autobahn, or wherever you guys drive fast, wherever you live, right? In California, we drive everywhere fast, so it could be anywhere. It could be, you know, in the neighborhood. If we just drive as fast as we can anywhere that we're going, because everything's a race.
Running them stops.
Because we're always running stops, so they call us the California stop. Just tap the brakes so the lights come on, and then you just roll right through that thing, right? So the analogy is basically, let's say you're driving down the highway, right? And this is my idea of why you're getting in a trade. And when you get in a trade, it's not just that you're in the trade and you're just waiting for either your stop loss to get hit or your profit target to get hit. You're waiting for, or you're analyzing your trade the entire time while you're in it. Hey, Eric Smith, thank you for the $5. That's awesome. Said thank you so much. I am so close to getting this. Love the Discord. Keep it up. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
It means a lot, man. Definitely. Thank you. And so you're driving down the highway, just like your trade. You have at least your 4 reasons why you're in this trade, right? But let's say you catch a flat. Well, you know, lucky for us, we have a spare, but our spare is not this nice circle. Our spare is this ugly little donut thing, right? And so we put that on, but we've got to start looking for our exit, right? Because we got to get to a tire shop and get a new tire. So if you're in a trade and you had 4 reasons to get into the trade, and one of those reasons is gone based off of, you know, let's say we got up to here, we didn't run the stops right away, and you're in the trade from down here. So there's one of our reasons gone. let's say we ran the stops, but then we started coming back hard, so we saw responsive buying. So, there's another reason gone. Any of your reasons that you're getting in the trade, you're always constantly reevaluating your trade the entire time, right? The entire time that you're doing it, you need to constantly evaluate it. So we've tossed our spare on, and now we're looking for the exit, right? And so now, as we're going to the exit, there's always some glass or something on the exit, and we pop our flat or pop another tire, right? So now we're stuck. Now we're in this car, we're in this trade that, it can't do anything, it can't go anywhere. So we need to get out of this thing, right? We need to be done with this. And it's the same thing for your trades, guys. If you are trading and you have 4 reasons to go into a trade and 2 of them are gone, well, these two reasons are not going to carry you to the promised land, right? Uh, oh, Ramon, you ever do this? This is old school right here. Oops. Oh, I can't even remember it. I'll have to draw it again. Fucked it all up. But so, these are your reasons to get in the trade. So if you don't have these reasons, then you're gonna want to get out of the trade as soon as possible.
I was snorting in the mic because I was clearing my throat and I had my mic muted when you were talking, so I didn't get to answer. Yeah, my bad. I was gonna say, bro, I used to see that all the time in high school in the books. Yeah, all the time. We got another donation also. We got NYJOL. How you say it? Nigel? I don't know. Niall? No, yeah.
Maybe it is Nigel.
We appreciate the support, man. Everything, 100%. Donos go straight back into the Discord. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Oh yeah, those S's were everywhere, bro. Everywhere.
Yeah.
That stuff was funny.
But yeah, hey, Dyer, thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for reminding me. That's one thing I definitely wanted to share again, and one thing that is definitely important, for people as they're going forward.
We are also we're also making a plaque, guys, since we never really had the whole donation thing. The people who kind of just went for it and are just supporting the community, you guys will definitely be recognized.
Nigelish.
You guys are awesome. We could never be more grateful for a community that just wants to just. It's crazy to find a community that is just really there to just help each other out. That's what we're trying to foster. We're trying to find a place that you guys can just all chill, learn, and just relax, be yourselves.
And he said my drawing was so good that he almost spat out his coffee. He says coffee, and really he's drinking tea. But, basically my drawing took his breath away. So thank you, Andy. Thank you for that.
That man was shocked.
Like I said, guys, we like to have fun in the Discord. We do like to keep it professional. But, the ultimate goal is that we're all here to just help each other, achieve the goal of, trading for an income and replacing our, not even necessarily replacing, maybe if you have a job that allows you to get on the computer for a couple of hours and trade, that's just that extra walk around money, right? Or that vacation money, or that Harley money, right? Anything that you guys are into. Chris B said, Brad, truth stops are just a suggestion here in California. Yeah, they are. They really are. And even cops, they don't even stop at stop signs. And if you run a stop sign, unless they really feel like pulling you over, they're just like, whatever.
Maybe letting you go?
Hey, get your wife something nice money. Yeah. They never let me go because my windows are black, so I always get pulled over.
They be thinking you up to something?
Yeah, and then I roll down the window. I'm like, hello, sir. How can I help you? And they're like, oh, you can go. I'm like, thank you.
Heck, nah. For real. Cali, bro.
Can someone let 3AM know that I've followed y'all on Twitch, so he needs to update the entries list. No credits left, said he followed us on Twitch. 3AM, so you need to update.
Yo, that's what we got this stream for right now, man. This is all just updating my list right now. I got a list of 67 people right now, you guys. So you guys are fighting tooth and nail. And while we're on this list, man, I got Otto, Shayton, Camp F, JAZ, Ian Hall, KJ Doyle, Bertie Vol, Aaron Weller, Germ 1970, Jake the Cake 52, Body Sutra, Andy 160908, Frenchy named Thor, Symbiotic, Tiki Marson, Terry ABM, Odyssey 8, Jamie K123, Oh Risky 2, Kaiseki Warrior, Danimal Mir, Kishore Vancat, Chappie's Crypto, Oriole Blonde, Tom Tennant, Jens VD Berg, All Stars RO. You guys all have done every single entry. Thank you guys so much. Oh, left one out. Dear Ned, you're the last one, man. So I got 28 people that have completed every single entry. Thank you guys. You guys are hustling out there for us. We appreciate it. You guys got a lot of catching up to do because they got the best chance of winning these seats right now, all right? So like Brad said, 30 seats. If we can get the 500 next 24 hours, all right, we'll leave it till tomorrow at midnight, all right? So midnight Hawaii time gives you guys even extra time. So get those followers in, bring your friends over, get your mom, get your dad, whoever it is to sign up, you know? Everybody's got Instagram these days, so help us out. Thank you.
Hell yeah, we can get that information out there, guys. And the thing is, though, you guys bring in other people to join our community, you know, we're going to be there to help them. So, you know, for those guys that were on that list that just got read off, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for putting in, you know, the extra effort, you know, like, you know, you didn't have to do all that extra stuff, but you guys did. And we appreciate everyone who was, you know, who simply just, you know, stopped by and followed us on Instagram as well. We also appreciate your guys' effort. You guys are awesome, and we're doing it together.
Oh yeah, one more thing too. If you guys get all 5, we're giving that extra bonus. You guys have one more extra chance to win too. So if you guys do the entry, so you guys follow, like, post, tag 5 people, that's 1. You know, share the post to your story, that's 2. You're already following us on YouTube more than likely, so I already throw one for you guys in there. That's extra 1. TikTok's another 1. Twitch TV. So you guys, once you guys do all 5, we'll get you that extra 1, that bonus for 6. So like I said, those 28 people that have all 6 entries, all 5, they got 6 total entries. So, you know, that one's going to be having the best chance. All right. So this is a lottery. It's free, you know, free to play. And, you know, the prize is probably better than lottery because you guys going to win someday. You can use for, you know, basically a lifetime.
Exactly. Continuous knowledge.
Alex, or someone was asking, Anthony was asking a question about, we use the VWAP for good resistance or support, but when we have single prints right above, is that enough data to know what price action will do? Will price break through because of the single prints? So that is a good question for sure. And, you know, we have these stops right here. We have these single prints. Sellers are still going to try to defend because we still are in these single prints, right? There's going to be most of them trying to defend here at the VWAP and then, you know, at the beginning of these single prints for sure. So, yeah, this would definitely be like a tough zone to kind of chew through for sure. So yeah, that's a good point, and that's definitely something to watch for. Like, so, like, you know, like I said, this is not an area where you want to get long. If you're looking to get long, you're looking to wait until, you know, we get back up into the structure and start breaking some of these tops in actual structure. Right here, we're still kind of on the lows here. I don't like buying off the lows. It's just not a good habit, I guess. Sammy Dino 77 on Insta, we got him. For unlucky SOBs, are you making the class available with tuition? So we are going to release a course, and we're going to film the course live, and we will be pushing that out to you. This is kind of going to be like a sneak peek inside the course, mainly focused on TPO and all the mechanics of TPO. And then from there, we will have an actual breakdown of, you know, everything. I'll include like all the indicators. It'll be a course of everything, and it'll include psychology. It'll include trade plan. It'll include journaling, which is a huge thing for me at least. And I recommend everyone, you know, needs to journal. If you guys don't write down your trades, you know, you need to start for sure. So, you know, definitely something good to take a peek at. Clay, good night, man. Doc appointment in the AM. I hope it's nothing serious, and I hope you're all good. We appreciate you, definitely.
Guys, if you aren't,
oh, go ahead, my bad.
Oh no, you're good. I was just gonna say, if you guys are having issues and you're not on the list, right? Just hit up 3 a.m. and just let him know what's going on, and then just send him the screenshots, and he'll be able to fix it. Because I know certain people have different names on things, so whatever you followed on, just take a screenshot of it, be like, hey, this is me. You know, nothing crazy. We'll, you know, just go ahead and just flip it and fix it. Just wanted to put that out there. I've seen like 3 people so far saying that they didn't get their names read off, so just wanted to point that out, bring it up.
Carl said, would you be thinking right if you were trying to go short, if we need to break the bottom of H and G to run these single stops? So if I were to go short right here, right, I would wait until J gets under this period. And what you can do is you can try your short here, and then you can put your stop either at the top of J or above the value area high. That way, if J comes, you're taking a short, small stop. But yeah, your target would be these lows right here. But shorting from up here, I'd like to see it break the open of the bar or be below the open of the bar before I'm going to go attacking these lower shorts or lower stops. So like a Jason Casper course for TPO, I'm not sure what Jason Casper's course is like. So I really have no idea. We're going to record the course on Zoom. So the reason I want to record it on Zoom is because I want to give you guys the opportunity at the end of each class. So basically, here's the plan. The plan is to have you guys all on Zoom, right? All the people that want to be in the course, and then from there, I'll teach a course, and I'll try to set it up to where I'm teaching one in the morning and one in the afternoon. That way, we can kind of touch with everyone because I know we have a lot of followers from all over the world. So I'll teach the same class twice in one day. We'll record them and post them on a website that we're working on. And then that way at the end of each session, what we can do is we can open it up for questioning with voice, right? Because on YouTube, we can't really open up for voice. And sometimes, you get miscommunications through text, especially, some of the language barriers and things like that. So we want to be able to, really make it a personal course that's geared toward you guys as far as being able to really answer all your questions. Because, our goal really is for you guys to be successful, right? The goal is to tax the man a little bit. Like we always say, we get taxed so much. I'm not sure how the tax works in other countries, but in the United States, we get tax on tax on tax, right? And it would be nice to tax them back a little bit. So
that'd be amazing.
That's what we're going for. And we tax that ass pretty hard today. So that was great.
Before we did any of this, man, like a long time ago, like I wish that I would have came across like the stuff that we're putting out, just because it's like everything bundled in one big, thing. It's like, you just can't go wrong. We're here to help people out, and you guys actually want to learn. So that's awesome. Thank you. We're out here for you guys, and we try to make it easier because this information, it's like Brad said, he brought up a good point. For those of you guys that were in the stream yesterday, he brought up a very good point. He said, in the US, right, and for the majority of the world, education you pay for, it's usually constant, it's a set tuition. But in the market, you get to decide how much tuition you want to pay for yourself to grow yourself. Whether, you're good or bad at managing your risk, the better you are at managing risk, the better you are at managing your money, the less you are going to pay in tuitions and the more you're going to increase your profits. And so it's really just all effort based at that point with what you guys want to do.
Right, and that's a great way to look at the market, is if you just look at the market as it's a college or a university and you're going to pay for your education, except for the only difference is you get to decide how much you're going to pay for your education. Are you going to keep making the same mistakes and not work on your psychology and not work on your weaknesses? Or are you going to work on all of these things, get everything down the right way, and then, cut down on some of those tuition costs, and then maybe pick up some scholarships along the way, right?
Exactly.
That's what it's all about. Dyer says that he used to play Halo. Oh, Dyer, we're gonna have to get on
Master
some
Chief
Halo.
Collection, man. That Master Chief Collection, bro. It's nice, dude. Have you played it?
Yeah. I like I'm a big Halo 2, Halo 3 person.
Oh yeah, same. I like SWAT, bro. I love the BRs, the old school BRs. I love the battle rifles.
In Australia, investing is classed as capital gains, which tax 50% unless you set up as a company. Yeah, so it's the same, right? It's the same here.
Wow.
Capital gains tax is 50% here too. Damn, I must be going to Harvard based in my tuition. I think I'm going to Harvard too. As the time goes on, you just figure it out and then you just stick with it. Halo gets triple kill.
Oh, dude, I used to love going on a streak on Halo, man.
It's the best, yeah.
What was it? Was it perfection? Was it like you got to go like 15 or 20 kills without dying or something like the whole game to get like a perfection? Dude, that was like an achievement in the game, I remember, and that was so difficult. It was that, and I know you don't play, but the ODST challenge, man, like you could not die on Firefight for like 3 waves or like 3 hordes, whatever they had it on. It was difficult, dude. It was like a 4-hour challenge.
Oh yeah,
How,
I never
how many
played that.
gamers we got in the stream right now? If you guys are a gamer, go ahead and just type in a 1 real quick, and then after that, type in what games you like to play. Because like I said, we're trying to get this game night going. So I know right now the 2 biggest games are Fortnite and Call of Duty. But if you guys want to play some Halo or some old school, I am more than down for that. So type in a 1 to the chat if you guys are gamers, and if you guys have any games you like to play, throw those in there too. And C130 will get the list.
For sure, for sure. Send it, guys. Send the list. Bring it.
Send it.
Do it.
Yo, Destiny 2. I used to play that too. I like Destiny.
Oof,
Destiny was like a new Halo, because Halo, you couldn't have Halo on PlayStation.
Dude, Destiny is like a grinding game, dude. You gotta really go out there and like grind for all that stuff.
You gotta find like friends that like to grind on Destiny too. Or else
like,
you're just gonna be
unless
done.
Yeah, you're done. But I say it's like the Rust vibe, bro. Like in Rust, you ever heard of Rust?
Yeah.
Holy man, dude, I would not be able to play that game, dude. You have packs of people, guys. If you put the game next to it, and that way I can get it on this list. Got a lot of gamers in here.
Pinball.
Or we can get some old school games.
You guys can make it difficult for C130. It's all right. Just throw a 1 and then throw the game you like afterwards. It's all good.
Bro, Grand Theft Auto. Anthony Flores, have you seen the previews for the new Grand Theft Auto?
Is there
Grand Theft Auto 6? Oh yeah, dude, the previews look sick.
Is it Liddy?
I love Grand Theft Auto.
Chess? I like chess, but what is 5D chess?
Oh, chess. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm kind of trash at chess, dude, but I like playing it. I have it on my computer. I'm actually signed up with like this chess app.
Nice. I'll beat you on there.
Okay, bro. You could try. I'll hit you with that Queen's Gambit. That was the name of a show. I just searched it up, dude. Apparently, Queen's Gambit is like a move, but the show itself is so nice.
Was a badass game.
Oh, Half-Life. Yeah, dude. Half-Life is OG. You ever played Portal? That's like a game we should play, Brad. You played it?
Yeah, I like Portal. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. We should play that sometime, like when we do our lifestyle stream, because it's like it requires good teamwork and very good decision making. Especially like the duos.
Did you ever play? There's a game on the computer called Ed's Odd World.
Sounds familiar.
That was a pretty tough game.
Is there a game that's like Clash of Clans that we could have like play as a community, but like it's not like you have to be there all the time?
I think you could all just join like the same server on that and then like kind of play it together.
Is there like another game like Clash of Clans? Like I'm not a big Clash of Clans fan, but like something where we can just like play as a clan kind of thing, and just like you don't have to be online all the time.
Yeah, so you don't get your stuff raided.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, that's ass, dude. I hate getting raided. But that'd be nice, man. Like a community game, guys. That'd be legit. Like Grand Theft Auto, we could probably get a server going and just chill, stream, play some GTA, probably like fight or something in the game and crash airplanes into each other. I don't know.
Or if you guys want to play any sports games too, I'll clap all you guys up.
Oh no, that's crazy, Brad. I'll cross you up on some NBA, but
nah, you won't.
I don't know about that 2K, so.
Oddworld on the OG Xbox. Yes, Buzz. That's what I'm talking about. That game was hard as fuck. Like one of the hardest games I've ever played. Almost as hard as like Halo 1 when you have to cross the bridge and you're playing on Legendary. And you just keep getting sniped in the fucking head over and over. That Oddworld game was tough, dude. It was a tough ass game. Age of Empires, that was a good one too. Whiplash.
Playing fucking Fallout, dude, and you would just die as your fucking autosave goes off. So you would literally just spawn back and die.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Hate that. It's a fun game though. One Half-Life on dial-up, says Cuban Critter.
Oh, dude, Settlers of Catan is bomb. That's a fun ass game, especially you get like a bunch of buddies together, drink some beers, and play some Settlers of Catan. When I was up in Washington, one of my buddies had like all the add-ons for Settlers, and that shit was a blast, dude. I love that shit. Halo 2 Legendary is impossible. Yeah, that shit's just it's nonsense.
Those elites, bro, would jack you up.
NBA Jam. Yeah, there's actually a place here where I live, and it's like this has all these old arcade games, and they're a quarter. And you just go there and has a bar and a restaurant, like not really a restaurant, but like a bar and like bar food. And you go there, all the games are still a quarter. They have Blitz, like they have all the fun, back in the day games, a bunch of pinballs, all that stuff.
Someone said, Monopoly, Solitaire, Trouble, Settlers of Catan, Cards Against Humanity. Those are games that you can actually play with the community, right? I think they have them on certain like app stores for free, like certain ones. We can actually get like a game of Uno going with like a bunch of people from the chat.
I wonder if we could get Catan. If we could get Catan, because have you ever played Catan?
No, what's it about?
It's just like a game. So like you get like wheat, brick, and wood, and you basically just have to like save up your materials, and you like it can build stuff. I mean, it'd be easier to like explain it to you if I could show it to you. But if there was a way to play that online, that would be sick. Yeah, because we could just get on Zoom and start talking. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Definitely, I'm down. So it's like
play with your kids,
like Battle Royale or something.
No. It's a board
like
game.
Minecraft. Oh, it's a board game. I thought you were talking about like breaking wood and stuff. I was like, what the heck?
Oh no, it's a board game. Yeah, I play a game similar to Catan with my kids. It's like the kids version of Catan. It's called like Long Roads or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. Um, I don't let my kids win shit though. I play Risk with my kids and just fucking dominate them. Right? Let them know.
What was that board game, dude? I had to kick your kid's ass in.
That's what I'm talking about. That the roads game.
The railroad on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I was like,
yeah.
Poor kids, sorry.
Yeah.
Learn
my son hates losing too. Yeah, so whenever you beat him, he gets all pissed off about it. But
bunch of cheaters
called a
too.
life lesson. Oh, there is Catan online. Oh, we're gonna have to create like a. Is there a gaming tab in the Discord?
Yeah. There's a gaming sector.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we need to post We need to post some Catan. Everyone needs to download Catan. We can play some Catan. Dude, that shit is fun. I like playing that.
I'm down.
Yeah. Dreamcast, man. Whew, old school.
I know. Back when NBA Live was actually good. That's how old the Dreamcast is. Yeah.
You get that controller, and you can take the controller with you and play. And if you like put that little thing inside your controller, you know what I'm talking about?
The pack or whatever it is.
Yeah,
dude, it's called a shark pack. You could cheat.
No,
no, not that. Like you could like take your Dreamcast mobile. Like you could make it mobile.
Oh yeah, that was like the original like Game Boy DS or whatever.
Yeah, dude, that thing was sick.
Have you tried Risk Legacy? I haven't. I did play this game called Shogun Heroes, which is like Risk, but it's like Risk with like 3 deaths, and it is just. I mean, the game takes days. I would play it with like my adult friends because it's like a complicated ass game, but it was pretty fun. It was a pretty fun game. Gloomhaven? I haven't heard of that. I have to check it out. My daughter's 9. She'll take you on. My daughter's 9 too, actually.
Dude, that'd be funny. Misspelled said we should get a Minecraft server going for the Discord. That'd be dope, bro.
Yeah, that would be cool. There's probably a way to put like little games in there too, like little pop-up games.
Oh, on the Discord?
She ain't humble. Good, and they shouldn't be. When you're a winner, you can't be humble. You gotta let people know. Like, listen, if you're not first, you're last. Right?
Hey man, like your son when he won those carnival games.
Yeah, so you guys want to hear something a little bit crazy? I know we're kind of getting off topic here, but the market's not really doing anything anyways. I took my son to the arcade this week, on Saturday, and the crane machine, everyone knows the crane machine, right? He won the crane machine 3 times in a row, right? Which is, I mean, to me, just amazing because I've tried it about 1,000 times to never win. And even the guy that owns the thing walked up to us. Ticket to Ride. That's what it's called. 3 a.m. It's called Ticket to Ride.
That's the one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a fun one.
Yeah. But yeah, the owner came over and he's like, we have a little. He said, using the Force is cheating. You know that, right? And my son was like, what? Like, he's like, I'm not a Jedi.
This is the way.
Yeah. But I mean, it was pretty interesting that he was able to win that, and especially a couple of times in a row. A little pain in my ass.
Hey, it'd be like that, bro. What can you do, you know?
Yeah, you can't help it when you're a winner.
That is true. That is a fact, bro.
Yeah, 3-year-old boy especially. Yeah, they can't sit still for. Definitely not for like an hour.
Yeah, man, I cannot have kids. It's a lot of responsibility for me. I give you guys props. Shoot, I give Brad props, man. You know, I be talking to you, bro, and like, you just stay, bro. Like you just stay like going in on your kids, bro. Like always,
Got
bro.
you, man.
Yeah, it's just
you walk
always.
around the grocery store, bro, and you see these little kids running around. You're like, oh, you don't get discipline. You don't get discipline. You don't get your parents suck. You know, it's just like you know, we can't run around. You know, can't run around, but have society like this. Like, you know,
gotta chill out.
gotta take care of your kids, man.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's like a big issue nowadays too. You got like,
it's been read plenty of times, man.
Yeah, you got kids. You got kids having kids, man. It's just wild.
You already know that no other kids are gonna go in on my kids. That's for sure.
Yeah, I feel that's why I was asking you, bro. I was like, you ever been to like the to the playground? And like, have you ever had a confrontation where another kid pushes your kid or something, for example, and the parents are just not doing anything? Like I was actually interested because I know that if I ever become a father, it's just something that you would just run into.
I don't teach my kids violence like that. They do jujitsu and stuff, but like they're not gonna just attack somebody. My son is like probably the nicest person in the whole world. He has really good manners, and he'll probably just snitch. He'll probably just come to me and be like, "This kid is doing this," and I'm like, "Yeah, all right."
And then they're done.
Stop. Yeah. So.
Gotta hit him with that Bitcoin Brad, bro.
Second date with my wife. I told her once.
All stars, yeah, you gotta lay down the law, man.
Smart.
First love right there.
Yeah, my wife likes to play video games. She likes to play Fortnite with us whenever we jump on.
Yeah, Margaret's pretty good.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah, she's not bad. Yeah, she's just not a great builder, but I mean, she could build a little shelter, and then she's got really good aim. So, because her and I used to play Modern Warfare 2 back in the day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That was the real OG, bro. Real OG Call of Duty. Like, if you didn't catch in COD 4 Modern Warfare 2, dude, oh my gosh.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 was pretty good.
That game was savage until it got hacked.
There were some savages in the links too, like the voice channels.
Oh, dude, yes, bro. That was like the OG days, man, with the McDonald's microphones.
Yeah. Do you guys have any more questions? Anything that you guys want to go over real quick? It is about 10 o'clock, so we're about our 2-hour mark. Typically we try to stream 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at night. So anything is it K going to run these stops on J? To the downside or to the upside? Looks like to the upside.
Gotta run them. Guys, we're gonna hit a 5-minute Q&A session. So everything from here on, we'll try to keep it to, very short question related. We'll try to get as many as we can. We'll start the timer now. The time is 10:03 p.m. our time. We'll run until, we'll go until 10:10 our time. So 7 minutes Q&A, guys. So ask away. Ask what you guys would like us to, verify, confirm, or answer for you. Also, to everyone watching right now, we had a great stream today. This is kind of like our more relaxed streams. We're getting to know each other, and we're all getting, to feel the vibe, and we're just getting to flow with you guys. We don't have to sit here and scream out some fake signals or say Bitcoin's going to 1 million or whatever, right? You guys are just here for, straight up what's happening with the market. We deliver with that, and we just chill. We're all people here, and it's a really good it's a really good day when you're able to connect with the people you want to follow.
Yeah, I'm new here. Can you explain what you are working with? Mark, yeah, so this is it's called ExoCharts, right? Basically, this is just a 30-minute candle. That's what these letters represent. And then, these numbers here are delta, this number here is volume. And it's basically a simple chart. It looks complicated, but it's not. It looks like K is trying to run these stops on J. And that's why I was saying if we didn't see J get down below its open, that's why I don't like that short. We came up, we closed above the point of control, opened up, tested the point of control. Now we're trading up here, starting to chew into this, and let's see if we'll catch a nice little stop run right here. if it breaks over. And then this will be a nice kind of intro if we break it, because we'll get to see if there's responsive selling up here. Is there a similar chart on TradingView? No, we are trying to work with script, which is the code on TradingView. I'm trying to get a script complete so we can, get out something for you guys on TradingView that looks similar to this, just better, because I want a couple of other features. Down, up, sideways, what we thinking? I think we're ranging right now. We're kind of stuck in a range. We're below the VWAP. And I think, a lot of people are taking a break. We sold off pretty hard, and they're kind of just thinking, can you post a link to Brad's overview here, the chat? Brad's overview here in the chat.
Are you talking about the trade alerts? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh yeah, maybe it's in the Discord if you just look under admin trade alerts, I think it's called. See, it's called, admin trade alerts. That's where I post all my signals. Yeah, but yeah, Mark, did that answer your question? We're basically just looking at 30-minute bars. That's it. It just looks more complicated than it is, but it's not. Do you see us coming to 22 on ETH tonight? Let's take a peek at ETH. ETH. What do you think in 22? Oh, you're talking down to 22? It's pretty much just kind of following Bitcoin around. You see how like this stop run to the upside really ran like straight to that VWAP on ETH, and just got rejected hard. So now we're trading inside bar, and what an inside bar is you got the high and the low here, and the low and the high here, and the low and the high here, and they're all inside of each other. So this is kind of like a coil, right? So we're kind of coiling in. And so what we're watching for is for it to pop, either direction. It's not necessarily going to pop to the top just because I drew it, but it could pop to the bottom. And that's kind of what you're watching for. So this is the time where you just like kind of, hold on to your fidget spinner and spin it and just kind of wait. And a lot of times I like to have both of these charts open, because if you have both charts open, typically you can see like Bitcoin is kind of leading right now. So Bitcoin's going to run some stops here, it looks like, up the J period. And so let's see if it actually runs them. We've got one tick. Looks like sellers are kind of defending. So there's our nice little stop run. We want to see if... So it looks like people are selling, and so that's called responsive selling, right? So we impulsed from the top of the bar, which was here. We ran a couple of stops, and then we see price move right back down to the impulse area. So if buyers are strong right here, they should hold that impulse area. See that? So they just step back up. And so now that's a pretty decent sign that buyers, they kind of want this, right? But what you want to see is follow through, and you can use this cumulative delta, or not cumulative delta, the delta in the bar, to try to see if buyers are pushing this price up, right? So here we go. We got 2.1. So there is some buying happening here. It is very, very low volume right now, for sure. So, but we are seeing some buying happening here. Sometimes it's hard in the afternoons to get a nice little, I mean, even though we had a nice little sell off, but it's hard to get, some of these bigger moves when there's not a lot of volume. So look at, now you see it break past that initial impulse zone. So buyers are letting it come down and sellers are pushing it. And you just watch. This is why it's important not to try to FOMO into the trade thinking that we're gonna bust up. What is the shaded area over there? So this is a single prints. Right here, Tom. That is single prints. I feel like shit, guys. Started buying Bitcoin, ETH, and Cardano in March, and I'm down 15K on my investment. The ship just keeps going down. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Michael. That's the thing we were kind of talking about in the beginning of the stream is like you guys were kind of led astray in the crypto community as far as buying dips, right? You guys are like, oh, even C130 can tell you he was always telling me about how Bitcoin was going to go to 100,000 by the end of the year, and every dip is basically a buy. But coming from the traditional market, I just have just seen like sometimes these dips they last a little bit long, and if you don't have these huge accounts, then you can't really just buy dips and hold forever. You just you're gonna eventually get liquidated or have to sell. So Brad, oh sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, guys, for to give you guys a little bit of relatability, right? Everybody has to get red pilled at some point. That's just the fact, right? Everybody gets red pilled at some point, and none of us is different, right? None of us are different from each other. I mean, Brad, he never. There was a point where he didn't have the red pill. I mean, there just wasn't, right? Eventually, he found it. He took it, and then through time, me and Brad met up, right? And then, he said, hey, man, try this out. And I tried that red pill and I was like, whoa. And, from there on forth, I regret not selling some of my Bitcoin up at 65K, Brad was telling me like 4 months ago, I was like, hey, man, it's looking a little bit overheated, consider taking some off the top. I was like, nah, we're going to go to 100K, man. It's only 40K away, 37K away. Let's do this. And then Bitcoin went down. I'm like, oh, just another dip. It went down, just another dip. It went down, just another dip. And, it just doesn't make sense, right? To hold on to bags for so long, I didn't end up being negative because of it. But at the end of the day, that whole psychological game of, oh, I could have literally just sold and maximized my profits. Guys, take the red pill and change your perspective on the market and change the way you see trading and, the flow of your funds.
Trippy says, do you own Doge? I don't anymore. I did. And then I sold it. I bought Doge when it was 0.002. And then like a bunch of numbers after that. And then, sold it on the way up. But no, I didn't buy back in because I just, the joke was over. Right.
Hey, this lets you guys know too. We all started pretty much where you guys are at. So, when I first started getting into this, moving averages, Fibonacci lines, indicators, stochastics, like, stuff you could buy, pivot points. I mean, all this kind of stuff that, you guys are all probably looked at before. The 1 minute, the 5 minute. I never use a 3 minute, a 12 minute, 11 minute, or any of these crazy time frames that some of these people are posting in the Discord. But, your 1 minute, your 5 minute, your, 15, 4 hour, daily, all that kind of stuff, stick to your time frames that are what people are looking at. But we've all been suckered into these indicators. But the thing is, you guys have to realize is that if there's an indicator out there that could basically predict when to buy, when to sell, you think anyone would ever release that? No way. They would keep that for themselves, because why would they want to give you the chance to make money when they could keep it all for themselves? People are greedy by nature, right? So if I developed something like that, there's no way I'd share that. No way. Because that right there in itself is worth millions of dollars on its own, versus me selling it to you guys to make, maybe a few $100,000. Like maybe when it doesn't work anymore, then I'd sell it to you guys, But no one's going to be out there selling indicators, because people at Charles Schwab, people at BlackRock, people at whatever, they're not going to be out there selling these indicators and trading off these indicators. They don't. They just read market structure. When the market dips down below their thing, they cut their losses quick. You can't sit there and hold on to things and pray and wish that it goes up. Don't fall into this trap of buying the dip, because guess what? This thing can go to $0. You guys can go everything go to the very bottom. All right. Any market can crash. Okay. I think there is a future for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and everything else, but the bottom is 0, so you guys can't buy the dip every single time, because this thing can literally go to 0. I don't think it will, but like I said, it can. Okay. So, we're going to teach you guys market structure. We're going to teach you guys the reality of trading. We're going to show you guys like what market makers do. So if you guys don't understand the back end of the trade, every time you guys place an order, somebody has to take your trade. All right. Doesn't matter if they own the stock or not. They have to take the trade, because that's what their job is. They are market makers. They have to sit there and go, okay, yeah, we'll buy this, we'll buy that. Now they don't have to buy every single order. They can, choose the price that they want to buy and sell at. But that's their job, is they sit on the other side of TD Ameritrade, the other side of Robinhood, the other side of Binance, Bybit, whoever your brokerages that you go through, there is someone else on the other side taking your order. They pay for market data. So just like anything is free, you guys are the product, Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, all these places, they are selling your data over to market makers. And there has to be market makers. So no one's manipulating the game, but there has to be market makers because there has to be liquidity in the market. If there's no liquidity in the market, there's no trading. You guys will just sit there all day and look at this dot that doesn't move at all because no one is buying or selling aggressively. All right, the market makers take that risk, take the other side of the trade because they might hold on to that bag for a week, a month, or who knows how long. But they're the ones taking the other side of the trade, okay? So once we understand how that back end works, then we can start to see like the oohs and the ahs and go, oh, that light bulb moment just happened. Because when we see those stop runs happening, we know that's either going to continue, and they got the momentum, they got the position, they're going to keep going, or it's going to stop and turn around and come back to another spot right there, okay? So, don't worry about, how far are we going down, how far are we going up. If you guys are into crypto, if you guys are into investing to buy and hold by all means. There's nothing wrong with a long-term investment. But if you guys want to day trade and play around these markets, you have to understand the other side of the coin. There's someone else trading against you, okay? So that's what we're here to show you guys. We're not here to show you guys indicators and all these other things because you can go learn that somewhere else. There's tons and tons of information on YouTube about how to use an indicator. I think Brad showed it to you guys in the last stream. And that's not what we're here for. We're here to show you guys how to trade the market successfully, okay? And how to trade just like other people on the back end, how to trade like professionals, okay? You don't see many professionals on here showing how to trade. Like Jim Dalton's a big one, and that's what we're preaching about Jim Dalton a lot because he's the godfather of the TPO, the market profile. And, we won't mention many other names because there's not many other reliable sources out there. So, come join us on the Discord, join the challenge with Instagram. We got, like I said, if we can get there by tomorrow night, 500, we'll get 10 more seats in the class. If not, then we'll do another raffle afterwards, all right? So, yep, Tom, Andis, Anthony, yes, we want to see you guys in there. We want to, teach you guys, okay? But we need to keep it small because it's hard to get out this much information to a large audience all at once. There's going to be a lot of questions coming in. We try and answer all you guys' questions on the streams all the time, but it's very difficult to get to that, okay? So what we want to do is just create a small group and start from there. And once we get this small group and we can get you guys polished up a little bit more, then you guys can help us out in the Discord a little bit too and help us, with the trade analysis. When people have questions, you guys can tell them, oh yeah, that's what TPO is. That's what this volume profile is. That's what, this thing is, okay? So once we get you guys to that point, we're going to start winning as a team together because guess what? Brad's got other things to do. C130 has other things to do. They're out there hanging out with their family. But, all of us aren't going to be hanging out with the family or working or sleeping all at the same time, right? We got people all around the world. So when they go, hey, we got a, stop run coming through. Hey, we got, resistance down here. We got support over here. Hey, you guys can post these plays and then we'll be like, oh yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call because we're going to know that we trained you guys up and you guys are kind of seeing the same thing that we're seeing. Okay. So we will see you guys in the class eventually, hopefully sooner than later. Let's get to that 500 likes as fast or 500 followers as fast as we can. And then, we're going to make this happen. Okay. Like I said, whole team's going to win. There's enough food for everyone to go around, but we're going to do it a little bit at a time. All right. So we appreciate all you guys' love, all you guys' support, your donations, everything else. It all means a lot to us, even just your time itself, because time is the one thing you cannot buy back. So thank you guys. We appreciate everything, and we'll see you guys on the next stream, okay? That's it for me. I'll let C130 and Brad close it out. Thank you, guys.
Hell yeah. Rise words from 3 a.m., guys. So as far as, for me, I don't really, have too much to say, but just to, the only thing I have to say, guys, is really thank you. We appreciate you guys watching till the very end if you stayed here. We are continuously doing improvements to everything we're doing. If you find anything that you don't like, that didn't bring you value, or that may be bothering you, or that you could see that could be implemented a lot more better, feel free to go to the suggestions tab in the Discord and go ahead and let us know. Let us know what you want to see implemented, what you would like to see more of, what you would like to see less of. And we value our members. We value our community with 150%, gratitude. We're here for you guys. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. I want to go ahead and give a shout out today for the two people in the stream that donated, Nigel and Eric Smith. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. All proceeds from the donations all go 100% towards the Citadel infrastructure, and it's helping us out build a better Discord and a better place that you guys can get more value from. You guys have been awesome today. We love the questions, and it's just awesome being able to get great feedback from you guys. You guys are great. You know, I'm gonna pass it to Brad. You guys have been awesome today. Thank you so much, guys. Remember, stream. We stream every Monday through Friday, 6:30 in the morning for our morning announcements if there's some crazy news, and our TA analysis. And we also stream after that at 1 p.m. on that day. It's all Pacific time. So Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. from 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. in the morning, and then the second stream on the same day, from Monday through Friday, is going to be 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. all Pacific times. Check out the schedule on the Discord. You guys will have it on there so you guys don't miss a stream. And be safe with what you guys are doing. You guys trade safely. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Bitcoin Brad, guys.
I think these guys covered it pretty well. You know, just manage that risk and, you know, have a trade plan, stick to it. Don't just get in there and shoot blindly. I am kind of eyeballing this short here. It does look like it wants to run, but it's such a dangerous spot. You know, that but it looks like it wants to do it.
Think it'll rip?
At least. I don't know. It's such low volume, so it's hard to tell. But it does look like it wants to. But, you know, it's more of a dangerous, right in the middle of a range like this, a little bit more dangerous. It is below the open though, so you could set like a small stop. Like, you know, if you were to take this trade right here, you could set, you know, your stop up here or here. Hey Alexander, we appreciate it. To the Citadel, that's awesome. Thank you for the 5, man.
Hell yeah, guys. We're gonna work on making sure you guys get recognized. We have a whole list of everyone who donates to the Citadel, and we're gonna have a whole list of you guys. It's awesome. We have very fun times ahead. If you're new here, you guys are in for a super surprise. You guys are in for a super treat. We all work together in this space.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. See you guys in the morning.
Okay, awesome, guys. That's all we have for today. Do not miss any more of the streams. Check out the Instagram, please. Just check it out. We want to be able to teach you guys up, show you guys how to trade TPO. Check out that Instagram so you guys can get in on that class and fill up a seat so we can get straight to you and tend to whatever you need TPO related and whatever that is not exclusively TPO related, anything. So again, guys, great opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and post those links one more time on the chat. Check those out. Look at the first post on there so you guys can see what can give you extra points to win. And you know, the way we give back, you know, this isn't a thing where, you know, you buy something and you share it. No, we simply just want to have you guys just go in there, check it out. And if you like it, share it to other people that we can help. And we give you guys back in the form of value by teaching you guys how to trade TPO one-on-one, right? That's our way of giving back to you guys. And we help each other. We all help each other here, and it's great. It's great. Here's the Discord. If anybody isn't on the Discord, really awesome place. Go in there, click that thumbs up, get red pilled, and we look forward to seeing you guys. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been great. We're out here killing it. We're working as a community, and you guys have been awesome today. So as Brad likes to say, right, at the end of the day, when everything is said and done, make sure to manage your risk, stick to your trade plan, trade safe, guys. Have a great morning, night, or day wherever you may be. Trade safely. And stay lifted, right? Always stay good. Always stay pumped. Don't ever let yourself